Alrighty, it looks like our next marquee, quote-unquote, release is going to be Colonel Ward. Um, I'm not entirely sure who Colonel Ward is, but it's in the game right now, this person, so I definitely know that she's being released next. So anyways, Alignment Light, Support, and New Republic. Not too many categories there. Colonel Ward uncovers looming threats to the New Republic while pursuing dangerous targets across the galaxy. Colonel Ward is a support unit designed to slot right into the rest of the New Republic squad, helmed by Captain Carson Teva. She specializes in inflicting debuffs and punishing her enemies. Basic A180 Blaster Pistol. Airbus A180. Final text. Deal physical damage to target enemy and inflict evasion down for one turn. If it's Ward's turn, also inflict defense down for one turn. That's it? There's no additional notes like they always do? Alright. Special 1. New Republic's Most Wanted. Cooldown 3. Final text. Dispel all debuffs on target ally. The next time the target ally counterattacks, they inflict evasion down to the target enemy for one turn. Dispel stealth from all enemies. Each enemy that lost stealth this way is marked for 2 turns. Inflict all enemies with critical damage down and expose them for 2 turns. That's cool. So they have stealth, and not only do they lose it, but now they're marked, which is like a forced taunt. So that's kind of funny. Expose. I'm not sure what expose does. I know it's obviously a buff for us. It's a debuff on them, but a buff for us. But I always forget what it does. Anyhow. Synergies. By picking out enemies that should otherwise be stealthed and marking them, Ward excels at funneling New Republic's powerful and frequent out-of-turn attacks to the most significant enemy... to the most significant enemy targets. Special 2, X-Haul Flyby. Cooldown 4 with a lot of dashes in there. Final text. Deal physical damage to all enemies. Inflict them with burning and healing immunity for 2 turns. Man, this kit does not sound very good at all. It reminds me of like a very early gameplay character. You know what I mean? Like Biggs, Wedge, Lando, like that kind of early game. Like, this is a basic kit. Holy crap. Like this is your special with a cooldown of 4? You gotta wait 4 turns to inflict physical damage to all enemy and inflict them with burning and healing immunity for 2 turns? That's it? How basic. Anyhow, synergies. This ability's healing immunity can be even more lethal when timed well with other New Republic abilities, such as R5-D4's Bad Motivator. Additionally, in her unique ability, New Republic Officer, using this ability in the correct scenario can trigger a mass assist. Inspiration. This ability name and ability is inspired by the ship that she pilots, playing into a big hero moment for her that we wanted to capture thematically by giving her a super lame move. Let's see. Unique 1. Is this going to be any good? At least this has a zeta and an omicron. So let's see what this does. Final text. Whenever a support or healer ally is damaged by an enemy ability while an ally is taunting, Ward inflicts the enemy with evasion down for 1 turn. Okay, that's kind of lame. What else has this got? Whenever the enemy dispels retaliate on any ally, New Republic allies gain 10% offense, stacking max 50% when attacking enemies out of turn. Whenever allies trigger expose out of turn, they gain critical damage up for 1 turn. Whenever Ward uses X-Haul Flyby, if all enemies have on the run, all New Republic allies assist the next time any ally counterattacks. Okay, I mean, that's okay, but it ain't that great either. It's kind of basic-ish sounding still, you know what I mean? Like, there's too many weird situations that have to be active for any of these bonuses to happen, you know what I mean? Oh, whenever she uses her special too, if any enemies have on the run, then all New Republic's allies assist the next time an ally counterattacks. You need allies to counterattack to be able to get that mass assist, and at least one enemy needs to have on the run. I'm sure there will be an enemy with on the run, but it's just so application specific. So if she does that move and nobody has on the run, then all this other stuff doesn't trigger. And even then, it only triggers with a counterattack. So if you get no counterattacks, then nothing's even triggering. Ugh, I don't like that. Let's see, what else we got? Now this is the Omicron port. Oh, is it the Omicron? No, this is just an additional thing. So if all allies were New Republic at the start of the battle, whenever a taunting tank ally is damaged, the enemy that damaged them is ability blocked for 1 turn. If there is an allied New Republic Galactic Legend, or there are no other Galactic Legends in battle, Whenever a healer or support ally is damaged by an enemy ability while an ally is taunting, increase all cooldowns of the enemy who damaged them, excluding raid bosses and galactic legends, and the enemy gains 1 stack of on the run. Oh, there that is, at least on the run. What's this little hint? New Republic Galactic Legends? How are you going to have a GL already from New Republic, though? I feel like that's like a new thing. What's it going to be? Are we going to get a 3rd Mando? GL Mando? Or are we going to get a GL Grief Karga? Because, you know, just to, like, honor Carl Weathers? Or, like, what? No, it's going to be something random, probably. They'll do, like, a GL, like, the Hutt twins or something. Anyhow. So, blah, blah, blah. What did this say again, though? Whenever a healer or support ally is damaged by an enemy ability while an ally is taunting. And it's only healers or supports, so this does nothing for tanks or attackers. So that's kind of lame. Now the Omicron portion. While in Grand Arenas, at the start of battle, all New Republic allies gain 10% potency and tenacity for each New Republic ally until the end of battle. So you're looking at plus 50% max, because you can only have a 5-man team. If all allies are New Republic at the start of battle, which I don't see why they wouldn't be, especially with this one, she doesn't have very many tags, like where else are you gonna put her? Enemies start the battle with 2 stacks of on the run. If there is an allied New Republic Galactic Legend, or there are no other GLs in battle, this is so weird. It's like you either need to have an allied New Republic GL, which doesn't currently exist, or have no other GLs in battle. Then whenever enemies gain a stack of on the run, Ward inflicts them with an additional stack of on the run once per target enemy's turn. When enemies take damage from on the run, they are also exposed for 1 turn. See, I don't like abilities like this either that says if there's no other GLs, because sure, you can control the GLs on your side, like, you know, don't set up the team with a GL on it unless it's a New Republic, but you can't control what the enemy is. Like, this is Grand Arena, so you can't control what your enemy's gonna do. They could very well be like, I'm gonna use a GL here against this team, and now all this is negated. Basically, this whole entire Omicron becomes negated, and it's like, alright, that was cool, good thing I tried, right? I don't like that. I feel like, especially like this, like if you're gonna have Grand Arena, where, I mean, I don't know, I was gonna say where you might not have control, but then again, you could use this as offense, and then you would have full control, so never mind. I just always think of defense. Like, I try to set strong defenses, so that's where my mind goes right away, but, I mean, I guess you could use it on offense. Anyhow, synergies. This ability heavily punishes the enemy for targeting healer or support New Republic allies when an ally is taunting. I mean, in theory, they shouldn't even be able to do that if you have an ally taunting. I mean, what's the point of the taunt, you know? It also heavily punishes AoE abilities that are typically used to circumvent taunt mechanics. Yep, I like to take advantage of those, because it could mean gaining multiple stacks of on the run at once. Ward functions best in a counterattack-centric squad. Obviously, that's what her kit centers around. Giving offense bonuses when attacking on a turn and triggering mass assists with counterattacks. This part of her kit synergizes with the rest of the New Republic squad and allows her to be a key support unit in this team. Facts and clarity. What is on the run again? Well, it's some special thing in her kit. Apparently it already exists. I don't know. But they say on the run is minus 10% evasion and tenacity per stack. At 10 stacks, lose all stacks, take 20% max health damage. Can't be defeated by this damage, and all enemies gain a bonus turn. Whenever stacks of on the run are reset, inflict 2 stacks to this character and 1 stack to all other allies. Whenever stacks of run are reset. Okay. Yeah, at first this sounded bad. I was like, what? We have to take damage, but then I was like, oh wait, no, because this is something we're putting on our enemy. So once our enemy has 10 stacks, they lose them all, but then they take 20% max health damage. And then, you know, all enemies gain a bonus turn, which is... Would that mean us? I mean, because we would be the enemies of our enemy, right? So does that mean we take a bonus turn, or do they? I would assume that means we do. And then that must also mean, because it says once the stacks of on the run are reset, inflict 2 stacks to this character. So that means, I guess once you lose them all, you immediately have 2 again. if there is an allied New Republic Galactic Legend, or there are no other Galactic Legends in battle, is a very verbose and confusing condition. Can you explain what that means? I just explained what it means. It's not that confusing. It means if you have a New Republic GL on your team, which doesn't exist, or there's no other GLs at all, but either team. Simple. This ability will work if there are no GLs. Just said that. If there are GLs, there needs to be an allied New Republic GL present. That's exactly what I just said. This ability will not work if there is a GL, multiple GLs, but none of them are New Republic. On ally side. But there's no New Republic Galactic Legend in the game yet. Don't worry about it. Well, obviously, that's a hint that it's coming. Duh. They're stupid, but they wouldn't be that stupid to put something like that doesn't exist. Either that, or they're just future planning. But I would assume that something's coming along, and that's why they put that. I don't think they're trying to cover their bases like, well, just in case in 5 years we want to release one. Then we don't have to rework the kit. Anyways, comments. It says 11. So, warning. If CG mess up and give out stuff you pay, they will keep all the money and effectively scam you. Proof with the Cassian Era event. Not a single picture in any of these kit reveals. Yeah, I know. It's been fucking annoying. There's no pictures. There's no gifs. Like, geez, fine. You don't want to give us the little GIF things? Okay, don't. I'm sure that takes a little bit more work. You have to have the programming done. You need to record the little thing. Whatever. But the picture? You can't make the picture? Your graphics team can't throw together one of those thumbnail things? Like, this whole entire era hasn't had any. Maybe the first one. Who was the first one that we got in this era? R5D4. I think we had one for him. But otherwise, everyone else has nothing. It's ridiculous. Very low quality here. Oh, look, another spoiler. Not really. I mean, mentioning that a potential GL is coming isn't really a spoiler. There's no details. We don't know who it is, when it's going to come, or any of that. We just know what it'll be a faction of. These aren't spoilers, man. Why are you in every comment section complaining about spoilers? Have you not seen any of the trailers for the movie? Most people know this stuff already without even watching the movie. There's nothing too deep in these kits to warrant this level of hatred. What? Was that what this idiot was referencing? A, spoiler to the movie? I mean, there's literally nothing that's even tied into this movie. What are you talking about? Timu Ripley. Bring Sigourney back to the bad bleep somewhere anytime in lore and give us the true Star Wars Ripley we deserve. Okay. Whatever that means. Not even a single piece of art to accompany this skill kits anymore. So sad. Yeah, I know. It's not sad. It's more annoying. It's just very low quality on their end. Just being lazy, just whipping this together. And there you go. Here's your kit. Cool, thanks. Clicks on the kits for the characters in a movie they evidently haven't seen. Whoa, spoiler. Delete this now. The worst part is most of these characters aren't even that new per se. You know what I mean? There's been a TV show, of these characters, Mandalorian, since, 2021 or something was season 1? Like, no, before that, 2019 or something, right? It's been a while. Like, you have plenty of time to know about these characters. You apparently can't help yourself from clicking on these. This is your own fault, bro. Okay, it's people still hitting on him. Where are the animations at, bro? You still keep not delivering. I know, they ain't delivering at all. There's all the people complaining about the money that they spend and they're getting ripped off, which I wouldn't know because I don't ever spend money in this game. But then there's also this. Can't even give us proper kit reveals. Like, thanks, CG. I know, doing your job must be so much work. And they lie, too. They always say, oh, stuff will come out in the future as it develops. It never does. Warning, if CG made a mistake and oh, you already said this. Edit, keep deleting the post. I'm going to keep doing this until you actually fix that bullshit. Oh, okay. So I guess CG's being rude and deleting so people don't see people complaining, and then, yeah. The abilities seem very simple. Yes, that is exactly what I said, too. It's about time somebody else notices that. I started to feel like an idiot saying that they're simple seeming. No, they are. It's a very basic kit. I wonder what team... I wonder what will the team be with the GL. I'm guessing putting Carson Teva on the bench. I mean, I guess, because right now he's the suggested leader. So if we got a GL, obviously that GL will be the leader. So far, we don't have a GL that's designed with no leader ability. So I'd assume that the new GL will be the leader, which means why would you keep the previous leader on the team? Unless, of course, Carson's kit is decent enough. I don't remember it off the top of my head, so I can't really verify that or not. But, sometimes that works. Like the Inquisitors, they all have leader abilities, but you typically only use Reva or Grand Inquisitor, so... Anyway, that's it. That's the whole kit reveal and community comments. So, yeah, nothing really to look at. There's no pictures, no thumbnail thing, no video, because, CG doesn't like to put effort in at all. They just want to rake in the money and call it a day, so that's cool. That's a good way to treat your product and keep your customers happy, aka us. But anyways, that is what they have, so that is what I have. So, thanks for checking this out with me, and until next time, I said see ya.